Just how crazy are dragons in Standard right now? Hey Dragonauts, Astro's Flame here, tapping out to talk about Jund Dragons. And just like how I'm tapping out, you should tap that subscribe button to stay updated on all the new Standard Best of 3 decks for the Wilds of Eldraine meta. And with that, let's get flying into action with Jund Dragons, because this deck wants to do just that. We want to play dragons, we want to swing with dragons, we want to win with the dragons. And what is our dragon package here? Well, first off, the new All-Star Dragon from Wilds of Eldraine, Decadent Dragon. Getting an expensive taste so we can steal some cards for opponent, or coming in for a flying trample 4/4. And when we attack, make a treasure token, which helps accelerate us in the deck to play more dragons in a turn. Also going to be running the Realm-Scorcher Hellkite, a flying haste 6 mana 4/6 with bargain. So if we sacrifice a token, enchantment, or artifact, the bargained Hellkite is going to come in and give us 4 mana of any one color, kind of making it like a 2 mana 4/6 with flying and haste, which is nice. But the added benefit here of the Hellkite is paying 2 mana to deal 1 damage to any target. So we can use it as a nice pinger or final damage outlet for some extra mana. Our other dragons are pretty classic in this list though. You've got good Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, making treasures, getting you card advantage for the next turn, or being a 4 mana 4/4 trampler and flyer, of course. Junji, Flying in Menace, either acting as a recurring threat so we can bring something from our opponent's graveyard back in that way, or forcing down discard here, but also just being a 5 mana 5/5. Flying in Menace, so even more difficult to block than just usually. And lastly, Kura, the Boundless Guy, getting us lands or making a recursive threat in the way of when Kura dies, we get another creature to replace it. Which is going to be power and toughness equal to the number of lands we control at times. So this could make a 5/5, a 6/6, or honestly bigger. Yeah, it's kind of insane how big the creature can be sometimes. But also, Kura's got some nice abilities with flying and death touch. So we can use Kura to trade positively against either larger creatures the opponent has on board that we want to block against, or just pushing damage in the sky because they don't want to block Kura. So bringing this little dragon package together is a lot of different powers and advantage. We are wanting to accelerate and get our dragons out as early as we can, though, which plays into the small ramp package we have here. That comes in the way of running a couple of Iron Crag and Rivaz of the Claw. Rivaz actually doubling down to let us recast our graveyard dragons. So any dragon in the graveyard, we can recast from there, replay it, and reuse its ability, which is fantastic for us because 3 of our dragons have death triggers, and we want to maximize that as much as we can. Dragons do play slow though, right? So you need to have removal in order to stabilize and stay alive so you can actually play out your dragons. That is going to come with the way of cut downs, go for the throats, torch the tower, healing damage, and Virtue of Persistence, which also will act as a reanimator to bring your dragons back, and Gix's Command with a Gundrop Poisoner and a Brotherhood's End. So we are hitting board clears, single target removal, damage removal, planeswalkers, creatures, recurring things. We're doing everything. And more to everything is getting more dragons, which is where Invasion of Tarkir also comes in for this list. Dealing damage equal to the number of dragons you reveal from your hand. Otherwise, it'll just deal 2. And when you flip it, you get the Defiant Thundermaw. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. So multitude of dragons attack, a multitude of triggers, multitude of pings. Makes Invasion a very good card. And lastly, we want to draw into our dragons. So that is where the last card, the Mosswood Dread Knight, is going to come into play here. Mosswood is just going to be a good early threat we can play down or use it for some late game card draw. When we get into the sideboard, typical duress, targeting control decks and midrange, lift up mana barrages against any kind of mono white or Zorius decks, Esper decks targeting planeswalkers or creatures, Brotherhood and Gix's Command coming in so you can handle either more aggressive decks while you're playing slower. So you stop them in the tracks and get to stabilize and play your dragons. Tear Sunder, fantastic on enchantment removal. Stonebrain to take care of anything that's a 4/of, so no She Holders and no Atraxa for you, opponent. You don't want those in the way. Sorin, again, for a little bit of stabilizing against aggro decks, because life total does matter, even though it's a resource. We don't want to die. And lastly, the end, targeting anything that can kind of put a stop to us creature-wise. So Atraxa, She Holder, the usual kind of stuff. Maybe even a Haughty Jit. You don't really want your opponent swinging with a 24 attack creature. So 20 attack, 4 toughness, right? Yeah, you don't want that. So anyways, Dragons, that is Jund Dragons. Please enjoy the game. That being said, we are going to take the play here. Suffice to say, I have a draw and I have invasion, which is at least like a bit of damage clear. So I'm actually going to keep. Be back? Yeah, no worries. Take it easy, Cosmic. We'll check you out later, friend. No worries, no worries. The logic seems good. I would hope the logic is good. I mean, I definitely play in Gorge. I think I'm just gonna go draw card here. All right, we got a dragon. That's useful. We do love seeing dragons. Opponent looks like they could be playing Esper here. I'm going to go ahead and try to play in the Moss with Dread Knight. If they do counter it, we can just cast the Adventure next turn. If it, you know, makes it in and then dies. But countering would like this, but it's fine. So we get our Dread Knight. They get a Mastermind. We'll see what else they play here. Maybe this is Esper Legends. Big Canada. I mean, fair enough, Cosmic. Or, sorry, Darth. Fair enough. Names are hard. Names are hard to make. Alright, well, we'll play in that copper. Just to get that out of the way. Let's try for an invasion of Tarkir here and see if we can get rid of the Mastermind. But rocks are harder. I mean, they're not wrong. I will yield to that. So let's bounce 2 on the Mastermind. Rare Fox Bodyguard. Sure. That's fine. Okay. Well, I guess I just go for another Invasion of Tarkir. And we're going to go to use that on the Werefox Bodyguard. And I'll grant my Dread Knight Mosswood Knight back here, which is alright. Sure. You're gonna exile your own... Oh, you're gonna make it +1. That's fine. Alright. I was a little confused by that for a second, but that makes more sense. I was like, why are they gonna exile their own bodyguard? So that is unfortunate. I seem to just be kind of floating out right now. We're gonna be bopped down to 11 here. Not really much I can do with the Realm-Scorcher because I have nothing to bargain right now. And I'm still slightly worried that the opponent just has... Yeah, even like Brotherhood's End doesn't really do much for me here. But I think I still just have to play out the Realm-Scorcher here. Try for it. And they may just have removal. If they do, we'll go to game 2. Well, yeah, we'll go to game 2. Like, there's just nothing I can do from there. Alright. This is either Esper Midrange or Esper Legends. I think to that effect, cut down and go for the throat are still fine here. I'd probably bring in the end though. This is just a very clean way to get rid of the Wandering Emperor and stuff. I don't think we'll be on a Gix's command plan. Thickle Cut Gumdrop Poisoner down to 2. We'll go to bring in to the end. We'll go down 1 Realm-Scorched Hellkite. And 2 Torch the Towers to bring in 3 Lithomanic Mirages. And that'll be our sideboard, right? So we can answer any of the blue or white creatures. Also cannot be countered. And then this can just help us get rid of the Wandering Emperor or other annoying card. So let's get into game 2. Always, always. To that note, let's take the play here. Yeah, I'll keep. Cut down's nice. This is draw. We have Iron Crag as well. I'll go for the proving ground here. Okay, that in. Ooh, Restless Cottage. No, I'll just play Llanowar and we'll cast in an Iron Crag here. And there we go. Cut down the Mastermind. With Iron Crag down, this can actually let us play the Restless Cottage next turn in tapped, which I do kind of like. So let's go ahead and Mosswood Dread Knight. Here's who we get. We got a Kura. Well, let's cast in the Dread Knight here. The opponent might decide to Werefox Bodyguard us here again. So they do. That's fine. Next turn we've got Invasion of Tarkir plus Kura. So, not worried. We'll go down to 17 here. So let's go ahead now, and we'll do Invasion. Reveal Kura. And we'll ping the Werefox Bodyguard for 3. Getting back our Dread Knights. I think this costs 4 to update, so we're going to just kind of sit back and pass the turn. We're going to play back in another Werefox Bodyguard. I'm very greedy on that, but fine, sure. Let's go ahead and discard Sokenzin. And we'll do a double block on the Bodyguard. If they force out an Emperor here, that means our turn's going to be relatively easy in terms of what we play. But sure, Edict's fine. If you really want to use an Edict there, just protect the Bodyguard. That is No, I just get to play in Kura. Do I want to transform the Iron Crag? Yeah, I'm okay with that actually. We'll transform it. You're gonna go for the throw my Kura? Sure. Alright, I'll make a spirit. Thanks for the 6/6. Should be double faced. I would have liked it if it was transforming. Sure, destroy evil's fine.
Alright. Well, I guess I can just Brotherhood's End here. Or should dual face 1 second. No worries, Evelyn, do it up. Do it up. Of course, come on, sack your bodyguard. There you go. Thank you. Now, because that dies, heyo, I get to draw again. I'll take that. Extra draw is extra draw. So, no complaints from me. And let's go ahead and cast in Rivaz of the Claw here. Because Rivaz is great and lets me replay my dragons from my graveyard, right? Sure, Mastermind's fine. And then I can play in this Boseiju and recast in Kura from the graveyard. Hey, what's going on, Lawson? How you doing today, friend? Hope it's going well. Happy Monday. Sure, Destroy Evil's fine. And now I just get to make another Spirited Beast. That's an 8/8. What an annoying opponent's playing Esper. Okay, yeah, I'll lose Rivaz. I still have an 8/8. Not sure that may have been the right play, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and go to combat. We're gonna actually get our Restless Cottage ready here. And we're gonna take game 2. A+ on our side, chat. A+. I may actually just cut the Brotherhood's End altogether. They don't really seem to be going as wide as I thought. And I'll just bring back in the 2 Torch the Towers. And I think we'll do that. 2 Torch the Towers in for game 3, and we'll see how that goes. Can't be done wrong. 1 mana though is really awkward here, despite the fact I have like so much other interaction. I may just keep because I have all the interaction I need. It's not a great decision, but I just didn't like contemplating it. Ooh, they mulled to 6. Like between Cutdown, Lithomantic, and Torch, right? Those are 3 really strong removal cards. Okay, look, land off the top. Never punished. Lego. Lego. Denic, eh? Sure. I'll get rid of that Denic with an evasion. Question for you. And there's game 3. Let's go. Gonna grab the play here. Got draw, we got Decadent, and we got a Gix's command. Sure. I'm okay with that. I'll just go for the draw, actually. Kind of like get our deck thinned a little bit, you know? Well, according to plan, I mean, it's true. Not all do is true. Ooh. That being said, though, I am liking how this is currently going against the opponent. And just use expensive haste against them. Take their top 2 cards. Tenacious underdog, you say? Well, honestly, I'm just gonna do the Decadent Dragon thing again in expensive taste. Why commit when I take their deck, you know? Cut down in another swamp. I mean, sure. I can't play a Decadent Dragon because I didn't play in a red. I don't really want to give them a Tenacious Underdog, frankly. So I'm just going to play in a Moss with Red Knight here. And we'll pass the turn. They're gonna end me. No, I don't think so. I'll use your cut down on my mosswood to prevent your end. This is a game, alright. Sure. There's a Shelly. Really is unfortunate. I guess I just Gix this command here. Sacrifice and return. Got my mosswood back to hand. Tweaking old standard Jeskai list. Bellamacus, Goldsmith, and Zorga. Oh, nice! Oh, yeah, Lily's fine.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
Sure. I'll discard this Boseiju that I don't need anymore. You need to work on the sideboard? I mean, fair. Definitely fair. Definitely fair. Hold that back for discard. I think I'm gonna go Decadent Dragon. And we'll cast in the Dread Knight. And then they should have like a go for the throat that they want to try to hit something on. Alright, yeah, cut down's fine. They have to spend a removal on. Sure. We'll get rid of the Carpolution Forest. Cottage is pretty useful. Let's go ahead and we'll draw a card and lose a life with the Mosswood Dread Knight. So go ahead and cast in the Mosswood Dread Knight. And then I'm gonna play in the Restless Cottage and hold back the Decadent Dragon for now. Gonna cast the end on my Dread Knight? Sure. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That taps them out. Like, sure, I can now just go on with my Restless Cottage. That seems fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. What's your sideboard looking like for that though, Caleb? Are you running like Angel's Fire Ignitions and stuff in there? Anything else, opponent? You gonna plus Lily to discard there? Not gonna discard. Dangerous. Well, I guess I just have to go ahead and activate my Restless Cottage here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the opponent's She-Holder. I'll play in a Sulphur Springs and we'll cast in the Decadent Dragon. I got that far? I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Sure. You gonna make me discard? I guess I just discard the Brotherhood's End at this point. Get rid of your She-Holdred. Activate the Restless Cottage. Then I'll take out your She-Holdred.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and
Then I'll play Tenacious Underdog, actually, here. I'll pass the turn and hold back the Proving Grounds. Alright, sure. Playing the Junji. And then I'll say no attacks pass. Yeah, feel free to post it up, Caleb. I may not check it out tonight, but I'll try to check it out like Tuesday or something. Sure, Underdog's fun. Let's go ahead and cycle of Proving Grounds, because I need something to deal with that Shelly. You know, I'd really appreciate actually drawing something here, you know? Alright, we'll bop in for 5 in the air. And then I'll pass. Alright, blitzing in T-Dog. Attacking in with only T-Dog, eh? Well, I'll activate the Restless Cottage. We'll block like this. Hi, new player. Just started playing for the first week ever. Oh, that's awesome, Sally. Well, welcome and hope your name is going good, Fred. It is a pleasure to have you in the Ember Dragon Legion here. We'll gain some life. Heal. I'm actually going to go ahead and use that life so I can try to draw a card. Because I need a way to deal with Shelly. That is not deal with Shelly, but that is damage. So, respect. How you doing though? Happy Monday. Hope it's going well. And what do you enjoy about Magic so far? What kind of decks have you played? You're in a Virtue. Well, that is unfortunate. Well, that's a Sushi. Do I just attempt to go full face here? And hope? I don't think that's the right play. Might as well maximize my damage here, though. I could bait with the Underdog, but then I was like, yeah, but if they don't take it, I lose out on clearing my battle this turn, which is a little bit more important. important, I feel like. Whereas, like, this is, like, damage in the air. Only doing starter deck duels. Oh, heck yeah. 50 wins with Red Green. Nice. Tried a few others. Kept losing. I mean, that's fair, yeah. Kept losing non-stop. Yeah, sometimes Girl goes that way. Red and green gets known as cool, and unfortunately, sometimes that is just how it goes. I'm just gonna sacrifice my food here. Get my life back. I'm gonna hold back Sokenzen for the moment because it's my kind of dragons. Let's go. Haha. My dragons are leading me to victory. This is fantastic. I can just kill the Shelly here. And I think that's amazing. Sure, I'll sacrifice one. Let me just make it 9/9. I'll pass the turn. The red-green. I was like always thinking, okay, yeah. I meant I was losing with the other decks. Got you. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so red and green also is known as you'll hear people call it both, either that interchangeable. Now, opponent, mono black. Okay. Probably just want to bring in the ends. The thing with the end, right, is I can exile creatures or planeswalkers, so I can just strip their lilies or their shellies altogether. So that makes that pretty good. Dragon Spiritron assembled, yeah. We did actually get all three, it's true. It was quite nice. I probably won't play Gix's Command here. I might bring in 2 Sorens. Maybe cut like a Decadent, a Virtue. Brotherhood's End, I feel like still has some value. I'll leave those in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Iron Craig, actually. Yo, Sva, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Ember Dragon as a Dragoner. You're our 3rd follower of the week, friend. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Thanks. No, thank you. Do enjoy your follow rewards, my friend. So yeah, we're just gonna bring in the end and kind of rock it from there. Let's get into game 2. Right. I am actually pretty good with this hand. We have draw, we have the end, we have the poisoner. I'm gonna keep. We'll go cottage into play tapped. Alright, Evolve Sleeper right out of the gate. That's fine. That's fine. Duress. Well, we lose the end or Soren here. Duress is like okay to bring in against me. I don't know that I would have fully considered it, but like it's not bad. They decide to take out the end, probably means that Evolve Sleeper becomes a 2/2 here. And we'll go down to 18. Shouldn't be any reason not to attack, so we will take that damage. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna cut down. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut down, take out the sleeper here. Like, seems fine. Opponent plays in Lily. Yeah, that was kind of bound to happen. I have to discard a card here I'm not completely thrilled about. I'm probably not keeping Kura. Probably Kura that's gonna go. And we will do our Gumdrop poison. Jamming the 3-2. We'll threaten the attack on the Lily unless they force us to sacrifice here. Yep, and that's fine.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Gonna activate the Mishra's Foundry and attack him again? Yeah, that's fine. Fair. We'll go down to 16. Deathcap Glade, we'll play in our Sorin here. And we'll make a little Vampire. And we can use that Vampire to attack the Lily. If Lily forces the sacrifice, like I'll take that as a win. Get rid of Lily. Just get rid of the Sulfur Springs here.
Have things we'd rather forget.
Moss with Dread Knight is card advantage at the moment, plus with Sorin. Sure, Trespasser. It's fine. Ooh! Ooh, that's really nice. I'm gonna try. Do I go to save that? Kinda actually think I do.
My way.
Go ahead and go down to 14. We'll draw a card and lose a life. Play that and we'll cast in the Dread Knight here. We'll poke Lily down.
You're gonna need a good Undertaker.
I'm gonna try to save the end so we can use it on Shelly. Because they just like plus themselves up here and have to discard and we get rid of our Copperline Gorge.
Won't be outsmarting me.
Yeah, Gix's command, that's fine. Okay. Double attack. Even if they only poke in with the Foundry, like I'll let the Foundry go through to attacking the Sorin. That's fine. I'm not trying to get Sorin to ult. Sorin's literally plussing 1 for value for me. They are going to do that though. I mean, sure. That's fine. I'll take that.
Can I help?
Ooh, invasion also really good. Yeah, I'll go down to 11 for that. Let's go ahead and go down to 10.
Very well.
We'll play in our Mosswood. And then we'll bop in Lily and go back to 12.
Knew this was a waste of time.
We have Invasion with Atsushi, a Virtue for some life gain. I think we're fine where we're at. Card advantage is what we've been working on, and card advantage is what we've got. Sure. I'd like to get a land here. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. No worries.
Blood for knowledge.
We'll pass the turn. We can do invasion and Atsushi, thankfully, now. It's historic, not everyone is thrilled. Probably a little bit, Caleb. I'll keep up with a bit of it. Maybe not like a ton, but I will keep up with a bit. I'm gonna edict my... Sure. I mean, that's fine. Soren's kind of done Soren's job at this point, frankly. So... Let me go ahead and Invasion of Tarkiri. Probably a little bit, Caleb. Probably a little bit. I mean, yeah, 3. Ring and Orcus Bowmaster in there. It would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. Do I like popping in for 3? Yeah, you know what? I kind of do. Because, like, if I get this trade, like, I'm fine with that. This will push 1 damage over onto the invasion, which means that Sushi clears the invasion next turn. And I can just reuse the Mosswood Red Knight to draw. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and we'll go down to 9. Let's clear the invasion. You hope to see some Kroxa? You might, Avalon. It's definitely possible. And I'll pass the turn. Tenacious Underdog? Nope. My turn. Restless Cottage, get the game. There it is. Alright, so that definitely worked out there.
Hey Dragonless, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It's always appreciated. Hope to see you in the next video, and as always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.